What is going on, everybody? This is Raw Star of the Burbank Misfits, and you're listening to the Misfit Effect. Of course, we're always joined with my excellent co-host, CW.
I'm all right.
And today we have today we have the pleasure, honor, joy to have someone who is very spectacular. Like every time I see her, she just such a joy to run into at the many places I've run into her at. She joined the industry, and if I'm correct, in 2014 is what this thing is saying, unless this thing is wrong.
Uh,
She,
yeah, no, that's right. It's been about 6 years.
she's won she won best male performer at the 2008. I'm sorry, I said male best BBW performer at the 2018 BBW Awards and best clip store at the 2019 BBW Awards. And she's been nominated for many, many awards because she is such a wonderful, great performer out there. And if you were listening to our podcast 2 or 3 weeks ago, I threw her name up there as just an excellent person. So
Thank
she didn't know that, but she's in
you.
her name is said in conversation about being a great performer. So without further ado, the lovely, the wonderful, the multi-talented Lila Lovely.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Hi.
Yeah, thanks for all those nice words you had to say about me. I really appreciate that.
For those out there who don't know who you are and wasn't and what I didn't say in my introduction, tell them who is Lila Lovely.
Who is Lila? So I'm a BBW adult performer. I do hardcore content. I also do a lot of fetish content as well. I'm mainly an independent content creator. I do shoot for a couple BBW companies, but I kind of like drive my own force. And yeah, I've been out here for about 6 years now, solid, just doing this. And it's just been awesome.
Cool. So what made you decide to get into this business?
Super, super random. I was like in a transition period in life. I got into this industry late. I mean, I got into this industry at 35 years old.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, totally. I had just got through a divorce. I was just kind of like, I had moved back to California. I am a massage therapist by trade, but before this. So I was kind of like struggling, like single, trying to get my footing. I'm in San Diego. It's hella expensive. So I was looking for like gigs online, like pick up some like massage gigs or whatever. And I saw an ad and it was models wanted, any age, any size. And I was already kind of playing in the kink world. And I was like, what's that all about? So I called him up. It was a husband and wife. They had a house in Temecula and they were filming clips. So they had me up there. I know nothing about this industry. Nothing. Didn't even watch porn, like nothing. And so they kind of like introduced me to it and they were like, yeah, I think like you could like do this, like, like you could like really like do this. And I was like, whatever, I'm sure that's what they say to everyone,
Right.
And yeah, I mean, I went back and forth doing this like part-time for a few years and then I just like went in like full on and it's been good. Yeah. It's pretty kind of crazy. Cool. Yeah.
That sounds
cool.
Because I know some people just jump in via their spouses or go to prison or with they're like, yeah, I was with my boyfriend and like he was like, let's do this, and then they quit and I'm still in it. So it's like it's always someone's origin story. And I didn't know. I like honestly, I didn't know you were as You were older.
To my age.
He's like, listen, I'm gonna dance. How do
No,
I say this?
I was trying
Yeah.
to
No, I didn't know.
word
No,
it.
yeah.
Because like no,
No,
like
when you said that, I was like, what? Really?
Yeah, I'll be 42 in April.
no, like
Oh,
honestly,
okay.
because like I looked at
Yeah.
like when I was doing my little research, I'm like, what? Because you
Yeah.
like because
Nah, this gotta
no,
be a
because like
typo.
whenever you met her, she's just always full of energy, and you wouldn't think she yeah.
Damn, Raw Star, you make it sound like okay, if you hit a certain age, you're dead. We're approaching.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm getting there. Like I haven't hit 40 yet, but I thought she was younger than me. So
Nope.
no, but yeah, I understand that a lot of people who are BBWs are all like are more of them are often independent.
Yeah.
So that makes sense, but I understand.
Right.
Like
Same. Yeah, exactly.
I oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I mean, no, I want to hear what you have to say.
I guess I get it. I guess if you're thinking like if you I get it from like if you're looking at it from like a I would say like a mainstream point of view of like a standard of beauty or whatever. And I guess that's in the porn world too. But it just I don't know. I guess I watch BBW porn, so I can't say. I guess I'm a bad person to judge.
Do.
Yeah,
And
that's the thing that I think is weird.
Right.
Like I'm like, it'd be nice, I mean, a lot of people do a lot of things independently, and this has really high quality. But like, it'd be nice to see like BBW in like a high production.
Right.
And not just as an extra.
Yeah, and we're starting to, like my good friend Sophia Rose, she's been doing her browser scenes the last year or so, and that's awesome to see her. Victoria Cakes, she's out there, so you're starting to see some girls trickled in, but I think it's a very case by case scenario. It's not just like, okay, we let Sophia in, come on, let's let all these BBWs in. It's like, no, I feel like they're really handpicking who they want because they know they're already going to get backlash from their fans. Oh, now you got this fat girl on your site or whatever. But it's such a weird thing.
It's weird. It's weird because I'm like, I mean, you don't have to watch that, but variety is the spice of life. There's somebody that wants to watch that, so it's like also you're cutting out profits.
Everybody has their own desire of what they would like to see. As you said earlier, like you said you were into kink and stuff like that, and people are they always have they like this or they like that. Some people, and I know from what I read earlier, you were just doing Amazon type stuff, correct?
Well, they named me the first people. They're like, let's give you a name, and they gave me some they're like, you're tall, so we should call you Amazon Darjeeling, some crazy name. So people just grabbed onto that. So I really wasn't doing a lot of Amazon type content, but yeah. Well, I do now. I do a lot of giantess stuff now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just going off because I try to do my research.
I'm like, shit, now I gotta go to my site.
And I put it in the notes okay, because a lot of stuff that I do read when I do my research, it always says a quick little blurb about you, then it says everybody who you worked with, and then it just lists off they did a scene with blah blah blah. It's like, okay, I don't care about blah blah. I'm talking about them. So and yeah, the person we had on, we were talking about you we were just talking about how much harder some people in the industry makes it for BBW performers because for some reason we do have the sites like Plumper Plus and Plumper
Pass,
and a whole bunch of other ones that really show the talent and the work that you put in because people love that, you know?
Yeah.
And like I always bring up something that oh my god, her name just slipped my mind. It's gone. Um Farrah Fox said
Hmm.
when she won an award for Urban X was like she just like when she went on there and said like these companies need to book these big girls like this is her words. These companies need to book these big girls because big girls like to suck dick too. We know how to work a dick, and it was just like
Yeah.
being that was my first Urban X Awards. And that was
That
in
was mine too.
oh you were
That
there.
was my first one. Yeah, I sat
Yeah.
up in the VIP area with her in Sienna Hills.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
Oh
like
wow.
that was so
We were
hilarious.
all there.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so we were. Wait a minute, that was 2012.
Oh, she won another one a couple of years later. She had something. She won some other award. But
Probably Hall of Fame.
anyway, yeah, that's what it was.
But this was 2012 that this was or
Hmm.
11, one of the two, because she had won an award because it was my very first Urban X Awards, and like I didn't know anybody there, so it was just that comment made me say,
Yeah.
"Dang right." And I ain't know her like I didn't really know her name until like way later because I didn't know what was going on because it was
Hmm.
like new experience. So, what is your goal for 2021 since 2020 just sucked for the entire world?
Or
Yeah.
2020 part 2.
2020 part two.
Yeah. Part due, right?
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just kind of focusing in on my health right now. I'm trying to lose some weight, and I'm
Fitness
like just
trainer.
started seeing my personal trainer. Um,
He's a fitness trainer. He's currently at his gym. I don't know if you
oh,
can see the background.
oh my god, he like kicked my ass this morning, like
That's
dying.
good.
It is really good. I'm super excited about it. So that's like a big focus of mine. And just like I'm always just trying to like elevate what I'm doing, just like make that content just a little bit better. I want to be a little bit more exclusive, do less content trades because I've just like done so many content trades.
Mm-hmm.
And they just kind of some of them burn me. I'll have a great scene, but it's like so many people have their hands on it and that sucks. And then it's hard to market it, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, just being more exclusive and just
It really sucks
upgrading.
too. I know it really sucks too because I've seen people like do content trade with people, whatever, and like one person sells it for a certain amount, and
Yeah.
that other person tries to sell it for a little bit less, and the
Mhm.
person who sells it for less gets the money, doesn't really share it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Man.
Everyone has been pretty okay. Like I'll check on that too. And for the most part, people will kind of like talk about it like, hey, like this is what I'm gonna price mine at, where are you at? And that's been pretty cool. But like I had a big group scene over like I don't know, like late summer, early fall. And it was like, I mean, well, there was 5 of us in the scene and then the
Mm-hmm.
camera person, you know what I mean? Like there was probably like 7, 8 people that have that content. I was like,
yeah,
fuck.
it's
And
it's too out
you know,
there.
it's too out there. And then one of the girls was putting up like minute or longer trailers on Twitter. And I was like, no, don't do that. Because like why buy the video now? Because like you
Mm-hmm.
can jerk off to that. So
That's
like put
that's
40.
one thing. That's one thing. Like I've seen certain sites are trying to remedy. They don't put too much like that
Mm-mm.
because like a lot of stuff I watch have storylines, and that's the main thing I'll watch. Whatever. So a lot of the same stuff I know they're putting out there now from the sites that I do watch. They're only putting the storyline and like probably like 5 6 seconds of the
Yeah.
actual scene because like yeah you could a person like like some guys or girls are very inventive and they will
Mhm.
take that 1 minute and
Yeah.
like just use it and get
Yeah.
Yeah.
no go back to
Yeah.
the beginning.
Do it like a porno preview.
Seriously. was like, no, don't do that. So yeah, that's also gonna be. I want to revise my like contracts or my 2257s and have like a model agreement and talk about that like with promos and not having like big trailers on that, and just those little things that come up later that I'm like irked at that I should have just brought up to begin with.
I think like I'm sorry, something just ran outside my window. In my in my opinion, like it needs to be like something that is put together. Needs to be okay by both of you, and both of you can actually use the same thing, except for the opening part, because like yours will say Lila Lovely XXX account. Yours will say that at the beginning, and theirs could say blah 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 boom.com, whatever. And it could be the exact same thing, and like it's like what's what I'm looking for here, CW. A collective thought, video, rather than like I'm trying to make my presentation better than yours so I can make more money off of this, because I know,
I mean,
like,
doesn't that make things awkward for like further content traits or further business with that person?
I mean, CW, you like everybody wants to eat out here, and if they
Well,
the content, if they,
I want to hear what she says.
go ahead.
Well, I mean, not necessarily. I mean, you just set your boundaries. Like, I'm about to shoot with this person that was putting out those long trailers again, and I love working with this person, but I just like, hey, do you mind if just like honing back on those trailers? Like, maybe in 6 months, if you want to like resurrect the scene and bring it like back up to life again, sure, throw a minute long trailer, but not like when we're all like trying to sell this right now.
Yeah, okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah, and that's okay. I think that's fair to talk about that. I don't think that's awkward at all. That's important stuff to talk about.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, because like
you can't just assume stuff on how people are going to handle their shit, because you know how that goes.
Yeah, especially this industry with given the current climate and how people are often stealing content and putting it out there. It makes it really hard. So you do want as many people out here, purchasing, your stuff, because it's not yes, it does help both of you, especially when you want to get a spark from the sites that you already been booked on, to say, oh, let's bring her back for this because this scene gave me an idea, to say, okay, let's put her in this role, whatever, so to utilize and showcase the talent that you possess,
Yeah.
So that's just my mindset on that. And
So just more exclusive content is really the workaround to that too, and just be very picky on like who you're gonna, not just, I know content is king to me, but it's like some people just like just like make content with anybody, but I'm pretty picky. But
the only people who I know who like, I know, 'cause I speak to a lot of people who are newer. I tell them, like, if you do content trades, whatever, do enough just to get your name out there. Then you need to make sure that it's not that your body is being used for trades.
Yeah.
Because people would just use you for trades. And just because
I get so many like newbies that are like, I would love my first scene to be with you, and I was like, well, I'm sure you would. Like, what the fuck? No, it's not how this works.
Like, and people who say it like that are just trying to have sex with you, and just say, okay, that's all I really wanted to do, and not even. Not even try. It's like, I just want to have sex with Lila Lovely.
Yeah.
I know that I have.
Or just throw on a camera. Call it content. Yeah.
Sorry. But it's true. But I just, like, there's just people who I come across, and I try to make sure that I see everybody's point of view, like going through this, but a lot of
Yeah.
people who want that, and I understand. But like at the end of the day, everybody wants to eat out here, and sometimes concentrates are free, you know, and no one's paying each other; they're just paying, like paying for whatever they used for
Yeah.
the stuff. So it's not like someone, the person who has the bigger name, is really making money off of it, and their assets are worth more than your assets, and per se,
Yep. Yeah, you have to evaluate a lot of things to make sure that that is going to be a worthy trade. Are they bringing enough to the table that I want to shoot with them like that, and whatever. Yeah. I'm hopefully with the work that I'm putting in fitness wise, I'm kind of going to push myself into more of the MILF category and kind of like lean off of the BBW and just be more MILF and go that route.
I'm surprised because I've been
so looking. What changed for 2021?
Yeah, exactly.
It's interesting because you would think that because of your look, and I'm only saying this because you're blonde, and there's no disrespect, but because you are blonde, you're shocked that they wouldn't put you in more MILF categories in general, because they usually want that blonde look for MILF in general, because like, hey, I'm with your dad. Why not?
Yeah.
Or I'm with your mom. Given whatever situation the script calls for, you would think that like that would be automatically be an intro, whatever. But as I said, 2020 sucked, and you did win awards in, like, was it 2018? I just said. I lost my
18, 19 I did. Yeah, I didn't go for any awards last year. I mean, I was nominated for Niche Performer this for 2020 for AVN. And then I kind of like took my name out of the BBW awards this year. It was just such a funky year for everyone. I just didn't feel like it was like fair to have an award show, or just some people worked and some people like just different people had different situations, and just because I was out there shooting scenes doesn't make me better than the other person who felt like their immune system was compromised and they didn't feel comfortable to like go out and be around others. And I just was like, let's just let this year just kind of like,
I'll be honest with you, like since March, that's when everything started to shut down. I've only been in 2 gatherings with porn performers, like in the entire 2020 since March, and that was Thanksgiving and someone's birthday party, and that was it. Like I try to really avoid being like, what are you making that face for?
Oh, because you're like, I've been to 2 things, and I just think about my own life, and I'm just like, I'm a terrible person.
I mean, CW is that one of the things I'm talking about, but
but
CW like throws the roulette wheel, like he spins the roulette wheel in 2020. So but
after hours still exists.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't go out, and I go out to shoot, but then like I stay in my hotel room. I don't like go out or like party. I'm like, I don't do anything. I don't go to any gatherings. I've been to a couple of restaurants here and there, but that's it. I've been to I went to one outdoor wedding, and that kind of made me feel weird, but that's the only thing I've done. Yeah, everything's been really super chill.
Like one of my really, really, really good friends got married 3 weeks ago, and I told them I couldn't even come to their wedding because it's COVID. Because I had to get on a plane to go there. I'm like, I wish I could, but yeah, he trying
to die.
TW tries fate. I can't do it. I
Yeah.
I avoid people like the. I moved during the pandemic just so I had to be around other humans because one of my roommates that I just moved from, they were an essential worker and they had to go out every day. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
I'm going to leave that situation, so I moved here by myself.
Yeah, I mean, my people in my house work every day with the public, and I mean, in all honesty, my roommate, he's HIV positive, but he's out there. He has to deal. He deals with the public all the time, so he's immune compromising. He's like untraceable, but like you know what I mean. Like, but still, it's like kind of
Yeah,
scary.
still,
But we've
Yeah.
been good. We've been good. Knock on wood. This whole time, and I don't know. Just
yeah,
trying to stay.
like I feel scared for some people who are
Immunocompromised.
that and one word I'm looking for. I just said it. Um, they got to go work out. They're essential workers. They're essential
Mhm.
workers and they're immune compromised, and it just makes it so much more scary for some of them because, like in my mind, I want everybody, to be safe and to get
Yeah.
through everything, and to remain healthy. But there are so many crazy people out here that just do not care about others. And
Mhm.
then when someone calls them up on their BS, they get even more crazier. Like I don't know if y'all been paying attention to the news today, and everybody, we filming this is being
No.
recorded February 4th. Um,
I
so-
watched a little bit of Pelosi this morning.
somebody robbed Roscoe's today or
Oh,
yesterday
I saw that.
with a gun because they told him to put a mask on.
Yes.
And it's like, really?
Wow.
It is not that serious.
They are
It's,
wild.
it is.
You want me to put on a mask? I'm take all y'all shit.
Yeah, he
Robert
he
Roscoe.
made them make him chicken. CW.
Wow.
Yes, like from what I read, like he
Fry
came back.
hard.
He came
Fry
back with it.
hard.
He came back with a gun, made them cook him food. Then he like proceeded to take money. And I don't know what food he had, what all food he made. Like they had him make, but they said he had them make food.
He probably had all the sides.
I'm like, oh my
Oh
god.
my God.
This
Wow.
this is the America we live in. It's not like we just started to have to wear masks like a week ago. It's been 9 months, 10 months.
Pretty extreme
That's just been
reaction,
building
though.
up, and that's been building up. That wasn't just like that day. That's been like simmering, and that just like put him over the fucking edge.
That was a straight like
For an
falling
Obama
down
special
moment.
though.
Like he's just like, wait, no. You've been taking my freedom. I'm taking your chicken and your money.
Give me that chicken.
And
And it was in Pasadena too, so it was like it was the better Roscoe. And the
there's
thing
one
is,
in Pasadena.
yeah. So that
I
means
didn't know that.
that means he had to leave and come back with the gun, whatever.
Oh, I got your mask.
He's like, I'm not letting this go.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
question. Did he wear a mask? Did he wear a mask? Did he wear a mask when he robbed the place though?
No.
Oh, okay.
And like, 'cause I saw, like they was showing surveillance footage, whatever, and I'm like, a mask is $2 in some places.
Well, he needs the food. He needs the money.
I don't know. I've
Yes.
just given up. I've given up on society and the world.
Wow. Okay.
I've given
Pretty
up.
pessimistic there.
I read the news and that's horrible. Yeah, if you read the news, you just give up. Like, yeah, just last 3 days.
Well,
read the news.
People are just out here just doing wild stuff every day.
It's true.
Every day. You're just like, wow, that's really what's happening. Got it.
It's like
Everything's so unstable.
Someone even snapped at McDonald's because they didn't have something called a McFish.
What?
Because it's a fish witch and not a McFish.
No, like I think he was like I don't. I think
Fish fillet.
no, he was
Yeah,
looking
what
for
I
a mixed
mean,
fish. And the thing is, all they have is fish fillet. But he was looking for a McFish, and he went off on at a McDonald's. And in his argument about it, he misspelled McDonald's. So if you look on Twitter right now, he spelled McDonald's Mac as an
what
M A
kind of
C.
news are you watching?
This dude is a news
That's how they
correspondent.
call it on Coming to America, McDonald's.
I don't smack
It's a news correspondent too. I forget what news
Like
organization he
this
worked
is
with.
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
I just question the world at times.
Yeah, that's too much. Like, people just go off on the stupidest shit.
And that's why I just try to do my homework, and then I stop, for a mental break on Twitter, and then I read everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I try.
Get
Like,
picked
even
up again.
even the post you just posted, that brings me up a little bit because it's funny. And I was scared when I read that what you just posted a few minutes ago was going.
Me?
Yeah, you.
What did I post with that guy with the angry,
Yeah, the angry face. Yeah,
TikToker
and I
guy?
was I was scared like I was gonna read the comments and it's gonna be a whole bunch of
That
you
was
know.
super positive.
And it was it
So
was so
awesome.
hilarious. I'm like
Yeah.
that's funny. W, I'm gonna get since you haven't seen it. It's
It's so
like
funny.
think of my angry black man videos and someone making a like making a doll, but like a plush thingy out of my
Uh-huh.
face and of the
Wow.
angry face. And he angrily was in the camera thanking them for the work they did, like, but positive, like that is beautiful. So,
You have to follow him if you go on TikTok. He does it. He started with his first video that went viral was angry reactions to this girl making a cake, and she was like, "I don't know, like I don't know if this is right." He was like, "You're doing great, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous." Super like.
I'm gonna check it out.
so it was like I love stuff like that. That makes it worth it. But like this word's great. I just given up on this, giving up on the world for a little bit. It'll come to we'll come back to sanity eventually.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Once we all get vaccinated or something.
And people don't even want to do that. So
No.
it's
Yeah.
it's
This may sound
it's everybody, like in the world we live in. It's everybody's about the me factor and not about the we factor. And then when you say something about yourself, they try to argue, well, we should be doing this, but they're not really thinking about we, they're thinking about the I. And it's horrible that individuals believe or do certain things for those particular reasons, and then they ignore common sense. So
So true.
that's just my little take on it to get serious for a second. So what else out there? What is your interest?
yeah, what else do you like?
Yeah,
What do I like? I mean, I live in beautiful San Diego, so I like to be outside. I like to go to the beach and hang out with my friends. I used to, when everything was open. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of boring. I live just like regular mom life when I'm home. So I like to have a really like balance. I don't live a porn lifestyle when I'm home and off camera. I'm just like a regular person. So I'm just kind of like chilling. And to be honest, I am editing and I'm just like on my devices all the time, updating sites and doing all that shit because it's so much work. But I love it, and obviously, I mean, I'm still doing it. So, yeah.
I haven't been to SD in so long. Like
I've only driven through.
Yeah, I think I've been there 3 times.
All right,
And two of the times for some MMA shows I did, and one was for this is back when the Chargers were still in San Diego and they were playing the Bills. So I haven't really had a real opportunity to really enjoy San Diego, and I've heard how beautiful and excellent stuff is down there, but I haven't really had a chance to really enjoy it. And because I never really have someone to say, yeah, come out here and check out this in San Diego. This is what San Diego has to offer.
San Diego.
And like whenever I go down there, it's like always for work or for it's always for work. So it's like, and I'm like that though. Like I don't like to just go to a city without having a mission. And then like if I have the mission, I can
relax.
Relax and tour it, whatever.
Yeah.
And I haven't
Why isn't
really,
that the mission?
Well, I'm sorry, I'm boring. I like to be active all the time. I like to have some.
Well, that doesn't sound very boring.
Yeah, but I mean, I need a reason. Give me a reason to be in this city.
Oh, okay. So what you're really saying is you need a woman down there in San Diego to go visit.
Yes.
All right. There you go.
No. Give me a reason. Because,
I got you.
No, because for example, I'm gonna give you an example. So the last place I've traveled to was I delivered a poster to Vegas for an event I was doing. I had to be there for 2 hours, but they paid for the hotel for the entire weekend. So I went there for that. So I had a reason to be there. But then I was just in the hotel the entire time because I hate gambling. So that's what I mean. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of boring like
I live right by the zoo. Right by the zoo. And
I haven't
go hiking a lot.
I haven't been to any zoo in so long.
I haven't really been to the San Diego Zoo in a long time.
Can you smell the zoo from
it every day?
I mean, any's I think the last time I went to the zoo, I was in probably high school or middle. Yeah, high school, because I took my little cousin who just visited me. I took him to the zoo, and he got stung by a bee. It was the last time I saw him. Until he came here and visited me. And he's like 20 something now. So yeah, that's my last memory being the zoo. My little cousin getting stung by a bee.
Smoke a lot of weed too. That's what I do in San Diego. A lot of stoners in San Diego. Yeah. Like everybody's like surfer, stoner, chill out.
I mean, that's the thing to do in LA is there's nothing to do right now, so everybody's just, smoking. It's been an influx of marijuana use and people
watch Netflix.
Yeah.
What you been watching?
I watch a lot of true crime and murder documentaries. I keep it creepy.
Have you watched The Staircase?
Yes. So good.
Did you see that after addendum thing they added later?
I think so, because I watched some. It's been a while since I dipped into that story, but I know that I think the owl did.
Yeah, the owl. Yeah, I was like, I watched it when it originally came on, and then I saw the thing later when I went back to it, and I was like, a fucking owl?
An owl? Can you imagine? Oh my god, she got taken out.
Damn, your life destroyed.
Her husband's like, I didn't do that.
They're like, you did
owl did.
They're like, you did it. You like fucking dudes. You did it.
I'm so confused.
That's when you watch it. They're like, yeah. So yeah, you must be, because you're bisexual. So you must be like, you're gonna kill her.
Yeah.
So and it was a fucking
crazy story. Yeah. So I love stories like that. And I'm from Wisconsin originally, so We have
We're from the Midwest. Well, I'm
serial
like,
killers.
we
Is
both.
Ed Gain from Wisconsin?
Mm-hmm. Ed Gein and Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh yeah.
We both from the Midwest, originally from the Midwest, also.
Where are you guys from?
Indiana.
Indiana. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's just because everybody see our name and says the Burbank Misfits, and it's mainly because of stuff that happened in Indiana, and then when we came to L.A., like
Burbank is the first place we moved to.
Burbank was the first place we moved to. And it was just like, okay, we're the Burbank Misfits, and that's it. And yeah, but yeah, we both from Indiana, and I've seen crazy like when it comes to documentaries. I like what's his name? The Holmes dude, the dude within the hotel. So I watch a lot of stuff about him.
Who? What?
The dude who had his hotels, and he was murdering people in the hotels.
Oh. I think. Was that on like American Horror Story?
No, I mean it's a true story.
I know, but I think they maybe used part of that.
I mean H. Holmes.
I don't know this.
I don't know that guy.
Yeah,
I watched the Night
Stalker. He basically was a serial. He was a doctor. He was a serial killer, and I think he said he killed like 30 people.
Oh yeah, they're definitely inspired by him then.
And basically, he had all these false doors and stuff like that, and he would, just murder them, and no one really knew what was going on until he got caught, and it was basically because someone goes. So like one of his buddies snitched on him, basically. So that's one reason he got caught. He could have killed more people. So and then one of my good friends, she's an editor she was an editor for Investigation Discovery.
Wouldn't you have to snitch?
Huh?
I mean, like if your friend's like a serial killer, I mean.
No, I said an editor for.
No, I know. I'm not. I'm just saying. He said his friend snitched, and I was like, well, like, I mean, there's certain lengths I'll go for my friends, but he's just like, yeah, man. I'm out here killing. I'm out here killing short Hispanic men every other weekend.
I mean, you seen Gothica.
What I want to do? Am I supposed to be like, man, just don't do it when you hang out with me? Or...
you seen Gothica. You do stuff for your.
Can you move somewhere else where there's not so many?
Don't make it hot in our neighborhood.
Yeah, like. Or do I just go to the police and be like, man, sorry, I mean, that's a lot of blood.
I think the only reason he got it was something with money. It made him,
Damn. That's the crazy thing. Yeah. The money made him flip. not the murders.
Yeah.
$500.
God damn.
You've seen Gotham.
He ain't about to murder nobody else.
He only killed 30 people in his hotel, and that's all he confessed to. So we don't know.
Rostar, you said you gave up on humanity like this year. This is like this whole story you're telling me is like, hey,
when
it's kind of when was this?
I mean, this is from like the 1860s.
Oh, okay. So we've been hopeless for a long time, I guess.
I mean, we've been hopeless, but like we've progressively gotten worse.
We've evolved.
I mean, like at least in 2008, I didn't, I wasn't scared to, go to my local grocery store without someone, throwing a fit because they had to wear a cloth in their face.
True.
Laying down on the ground.
So, my rights! I can't breathe.
So yeah, and my friend used to edit for Investigation Discovery, and she used to do those. This family was torn apart.
Yeah, I watch all those.
In this small town, and then you listen to the story about how this family, and it makes them seem all rich and whatever. And then I had a conversation with her. She was like, "No, they lived in like a trailer park area. They didn't really have all this money. They were just there. But we have to, make it seem like they're." like they're millionaires, but they were just like your everyday suburbia household. They lived in a 2-bed flat, not a 14 bedroom mansion. So it's always a different takes that you look at, but I love that stuff. I used to love criminology. I love criminology, so it's always interesting on how. But I prefer the real gritty stuff instead of we're making a crime story.
That's how I am too. I don't watch the drama. I don't watch like the dramas, like the crime TV dramas. Mm-hmm. I like just like the real shit, like the real doc. Because that's way more interesting.
Have you ever watched That Chapter on YouTube? It's pretty good. It's this guy. He's like from Ireland. His name is Mike. He's like, I'm Mike, and this is That Chapter. And he's always talking about like just murders. He's like, oh, here we are again in Canada, or we're here in Arizona again. Let me tell you what happened. Like he chopped up his family and boiled his mom's head. It's like nice half an hour usually of like
nice
true crime story, nice and concise.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of podcasts.
Oh, yeah. I like this one called The Stuff They Don't Want You to Know. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a really good one.
CW stories made me think about something that my friend, she posts random police thingies on her Instagram about what's going on in certain places in LA. And like it's like a random stuff, and it's just like, what type of crime is going on in like the Beverly Hills or downtown LA area? And it was one yesterday. It said someone steals a bike using pepper spray, and it's like, how much is this random crime out here?
That sounds actually not too far fetched. Actually,
yeah,
but it's just random. Yeah. It's like cool. Like, I understand you have a gun or a knife or a sword, whatever, but who runs up to somebody with a thing of pepper spray like?
I mean, I come spray you in your eyes and pull you out of your car.
I don't know.
It is random.
Yeah, it's random. I mean, I understand it occurs, but like, it's just like random. I don't know.
I mean, you also live in LA, man.
Yeah, but still, this, I don't know. And also used to enjoy learning stuff about Charles Willis Manson.
Oh yeah, I got on the Night Stalker. That's the new thing right now. They have that Netflix documentary about the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez. That's really good.
I don't know. I haven't heard about that one.
Just people just keeping their patio doors open, just like. Yeah.
You know what though? It happens.
Yeah, it's true. It does happen. You be like, oop, I left this open, and then it's like, damn, they didn't have a oop the next day.
I know. I was watching it with someone, and they're like, "God, that looks so scary to be night stalked." I'm like, dude. Totally. And he wasn't going for just like one type of person. He was going for old people, young people, like whatever, men, women. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, you get it. It's
like I do. What was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. It's gone. No, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I really just love this to try to learn the psyche of serial killers. Yes, and why they do it, and how some of them get caught, and like, because sometimes it's like one part, like, is it the 3-letter killer? he got caught because
BTK or whatever.
BTK.
Yeah.
Bind, torture, kill.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Then he got caught. He
He's
got
like a
caught.
regular dude.
Yeah.
With like wife and everything.
Then,
Hey,
like,
honey, I'm just gonna go to my shed.
What the fuck?
and he got caught because of a picture or something like that. So like his daughter like got some pictures made or something like that. It was like, okay.
This is a dude.
And how they thought, like, some people were saying now they think Jack the Ripper was a female.
Oh wow.
What?
Mainly because, like, they said, like, with the scenes, whatever, like how the area was for prostitutes back then, like you wouldn't suspect that it was a fellow prostitute that was killing these women.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was looking for a male, not a female. But you know, it's that, and then it's also like right when the killing stopped in America, it was it was a group of people that they said moved from that area to New York, and some killings that were similar to that occurred in New York. But sometimes they always say that they don't believe that those two corresponded with each other. You know, so it's just I love stuff like that because I don't know. I blame my teacher in high school for criminology class because I learned so much. And you know, I'm not a killer, but you know, some people who got caught for dumb reasons, and they could have got away with it.
Well, people, I think, just like, you know, when in the 80s and 90s, they don't have like they couldn't like foresee like what we have as far as technology now and our phones and like everything being so connected. So like once that happened, they weren't able to do like a lot of that stuff that was happening back then.
That's true. Yeah, people just didn't disappear, like move, or like you're like, oh, I don't have their number. Like now it's like, oh yeah, your cell phone.
Yeah, exactly.
You're right there.
Yep. Oh, let's look in this your search history, all this stuff. Yeah. Yep.
Yes, it's hard to get away with it now, but you know, but then they try to make movies off of people, and then make movies off of people, whatever, and base it upon their life, but try to glorify it, like you know, like it is based on a serial killer. So,
oh, I didn't know that.
What's his name? The clown killer.
Oh, John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, because he, you know, and they based that upon, you know, him murdering kids, you know, because that's something he does in the movies, is, you know, murder kids. So that's the correspondence of that.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. There's like a bunch of chicks that like people that all think that the Night Stalker is like some hot dude and they're like obsessed with him, and then they know.
Oh yeah, and it's like that's fucking weird.
He's so hot.
I mean that's something they did with Jeffrey Dahmer.
Mm-hmm.
They said he is too not Dahmer. Yeah.
Yeah.
He is.
Are you talking? Wait,
I'm not thinking about Dahmer. I'm thinking about someone else.
You're thinking about.
Help me out.
Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy, yeah. Ted Bundy. He's too hot to kill people. What does he need to kill people for? Huh? No.
Lady, that's a narcissist.
He can kill me anytime. You know.
Oh my God.
He's partially killing people because he's like, yeah, I'm the shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So crazy.
What do I look like trying to rape somebody now? Come on now. Seriously?
Yeah, look how good looking I am. I would never.
Look at me. Why? Yeah.
Do I need to?
Can you help me with these groceries?
Do I look like I need to do that? Yeah.
So
that's what I like to get into all day. Just get high, edit content, and watch creepy
that's
dark TV shows.
That's what That seems like a more
I think that's what's
that
on
seems
the
like
menu.
a well balanced day because literally all I do is homework, anime, Twitch. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah. So what I lost my train of thought. Help me out, CW.
Jeez, what's going on?
I am old. Leave me alone.
Bro. You're unhealthy, but
I'm older.
not as old. You're not that old, man. You're what, a year older than me? A little less.
I'm 11 months older than you.
Don't give me that. Focus.
So, what is your long term vision about for the next few years? What's your long term vision of what you want to do? Since this is really, it's picking up as you said a little bit. So, what is your long term vision with everything coming up?
Yeah, I think that with moving more, I really want to, with like this weight loss and stuff, and I'm going to get a little surgery at the end of the summertime too, kind of get me where I want to be. It's going to put me more into that curvy Amazonian MILF role, and I just want to just kind of like stay right in that lane, and I think that will get me into some more actual like paid scenes. I actually did shoot for Team Skeet 4 or 5 months ago, so that's cool. They haven't released that yet, but you know what I mean. So I'd like to trickle into some more mainstream stuff. I don't really need to have like this big burst of like, hey, I'm out here like this, I'm the new, like, I don't really necessarily want that because it's just like that burns out. So I kind of like this slow build, and I'm totally fine with that,
Okay. I mean, it's well deserved because, as I said earlier, you are a lot of joy from many conversations that we've had, like throughout the years of being in random places at the same time, and just from knowing what people have said about you in general in passing, it's like people love Lila.
That's awesome. I love that.
Like, yeah, and it's like I don't boast about it, like saying, yeah, this person said this, whatever. But it's like it's out there, and people love the energy that you possess, whatever.
Yeah, and I'm really proud of that. I pride myself in that.
Yeah, and people love you out here. So I really hope that everything that you're doing, it goes the way that you want it to go because it's so deserved. And yeah, I really want the stars for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Super cool. I appreciate all that.
So what we have for our hour. So for the people out there who don't know how to contact you, please tell them how they could find you in this crazy world.
Okay.
And pay for her content.
Pay.
Yeah. Pay for the content, please, because I pay to make it. So please reimburse me. And that's
y'all.
All right, I live in a flight path, so let's let this.
Yeah, it's not that much, y'all. If you think about it, y'all, you are when you pay for stuff, you're helping her do more stuff.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah, if you want to see me continue to create content, you're going to have to buy the content so that I want to continue to create the content. And I literally have clips priced from like probably $5 all the way up to maybe like $35. It's all super reasonable. I keep it like really fairly priced for everybody to buy it because I know people are hesitant to buy. So I keep it in a price range that makes sense. And it's not like, it's like, okay, well, you spend that at the gas station. You spend like $12 at the gas station. You could, you can buy a clip. It's cool. So find me on Twitter. Twitter's tricky because of the shadow banning. So when you type me in, I'm not necessarily going to pop up, but it is at Lila_lovely XXX. Sometimes the backup account will just pop up. Just go there, and then you can click on the main one from there too. And then Instagram is at the only Lila Lovely. And those are really my main 2 forms of social media that I stay on. I've got my OnlyFans going. That's just kind of like.
Oh, give me your OnlyFans address too.
And the OnlyFans is OnlyFans, and it's my Twitter, so it's like /Lila_. Actually, no. OnlyLila.com. I did buy a domain for that one. So it's OnlyLila.com.
And then her website is Lila Lovely XXX. So Lila Lovely XXX.com, and you can find out everything you want to about her. Subscribe to her content on there too. Do all you can to support this lovely, fantastic woman. CW, do me a favor and tell everybody where they could, find who you are.
All right. You can find me in the club. It's going down. No, really. You can find me at Christopher _ excuse me. You can find me at Christopher _ Willie with an IE _J. Stuff about the gym. You can find CC Fitness LA on Instagram. Both those are on Instagram, excuse me. Facebook, if you're still using that for, I don't know, people are doing that. CC Fitness. Twitter, CC Fitness LA. And hey, Teespring, CW Chandler. Selling hoodies, guys.
Okay, anyway, we are the Burbank Misfits. I'm sorry, Burbank Misfits. The Burbank Misfits on Instagram, burbankmisfits.com, Burbank Misfits on Twitter and on Facebook. I am at Rawstar, RAWSTARR on Twitter and on Facebook. And everybody, thank you for tuning in. Please go out and support her in every way. And we will see you next week. Blessings to everybody.
Guys. Have a good one.